kalatvlive. Kalatvlive Machiegni Pacho ma e odwa.
Enadiera ni ma wangjowi manomara kala kamora mabende inena gesani yena mondo mi arwaki kenda mosi ni misawa kendo arwaki ekideny manomara ka weche manyien mago mag Machiegni Pacho. Wechegi gin mago mabende wuok achiel misawa manomara ka weche manyien elog tich marwa mabende yudore chuny boma ma Kisumu kae kar dak ma Milimani. Kama bende gin weche ma olosi kendo iki manane ino owuon kaka janeno manomara kalatvlive. Eno dichiengno mano ma tarik 13 dwe no mar Ang'wen higa 2026. Machiegni yudo weche manyien mag Machiegni Pacho. Nyinga Neli Achieng ndene jaloko mara Bella Achieng. Wachako gi mago mabende timore gwenge mago manyamira kocha. Kama bende oyudo kanyo ni jatend piny Kenya William Ruto ne osiedho ayanga gedo mano mar chiro ma Ikonge mabende ne owacho ne dhi bedo kamuonyo omenda mano mabende romo milion 70 dutote. Ekinde mane otimo limbe maket koda mano, Ruto ne otiyo kod thuolo maket koda mano mar jiwo oganda mawuok e gwengego mar mondo mi ochung kode kendo kik gibed koda paro makoni kod kocha ewi weche moko mabende osebed ka iwacho e pacho kae ni ibiro bedo ka igole oko e piny owacho. Ruto ne oten kod jotelo mopogore mago mawuok e piny owacho mamalo kaachiel kod mago mabende wuok e kaunti mano ma Nyamira.
Leo mimi nimefika hapa Ikonge kuanzisha hii soko ya milioni 70 ya kina mama wa hapa Ikonge. Mnanielewa? Na sio hii soko moja, tunajenga soko 8 mpya hapa Nyamira kuhakikisha kwamba wafanyabiashara wetu hapa Nyamira wako na nafasi ya kufanya biashara. Hii soko itakuwa na cold room, itakuwa na storage, itakuwa na mahali ya kufanya biashara, itakuwa na vifaa zote, maji, stima, na kuhakikisha kwamba biashara ya kila mtu. Hii soko yetu hapa, mimi wakati niliongea na Nyamoko akaniambia tujenge soko hapa, na soko ingine tutajenga Magwagwa, soko ingine, si ndio? Unasema tuendelee ama tuendelee? Hakuna mtu mtatisha Kenya hii, si ndio? Ati wanasema sisi ndio tunaweza kuamua tutatoa rais. Mtatoa rais ya wapi? Kwani nyinyi mnanijua? Wale watu wananijua kweli? Nyinyi mkipima hiyo watu, iko mtu size yangu kwa hiyo group? Iko mtu size? Wale watu ni bure sana bwana. Sikizeni. Kwa sababu hawajapanga yoyote. Mimi nataka niwaulize nyinyi watu wa Nyamira. Hapa Nyamira iko kanisa wamejenga wale jamaa? Iko barabara yote wamejenga hapa? Hata shule, kuna shule moja darasa wamejenga hapa? Sasa nyinyi watu wa Nyamira, mimi nataka niwaulize, mnasema tutembee pamoja ama mnasemaje watu wa Nyamira? Tembee pamoja. Tuambie wale watu wawache vitisho. Ati wanasema ati Kenya itaisha. Kenya gani itaisha? Itaisha kwa vichwa jenu. Ama namna gani? Tunaelewana? Na mimi siwezi kubali nikiwa kiongozi wa taifa hili la Kenya, nikiwa rais wa Kenya, mimi siwezi kukubali mtu yeyote kutisha Wakenya wengine. Hakuna mtu ambaye ako na ruhusa kutisha Wakenya ati Kenya itaisha, ati sijui nani atatolewa kwa ofisi. Hakuna mtu mtatoa kwa ofisi na hakuna Kenya itaisha.
Eweche mamoko mopogre kod mano wayudo kanyo ni jatend migawo mano mabende ochung'ne teko kaachiel kod modhi e pacho kae Mano James Opio Wandai ne omolo e nyim jod bura. Kama bende ne olero kaka modhi no nyiewe tok chik e pacho kae. E kinde maket koda mano, Wandai ne olero ni gie sani piny Kenya nitere kama kare kendo machiegni ni piny Kenya biro chako uso modhi mago mabuo. Bende notiyo kod thuolo makamano mano mar golo siem mager ne jogo mago mabende wacho ni opando modhi ka wacho ni biro bedo kae ka onegi ondamo mager mano mar chik. Ne oloso kama.
I'm just finishing. And so on and so forth. And there is Klaus Energy Station, Sheriani Kilifi. So I can submit them, all those companies and the stations which have been acted upon by EPRA for one reason or another. Honorable Chair, let me address once again the issue of purported fuel shortages. You know, Honorable Chair, the fact that there is turmoil in the world market of petroleum products as a result of the war in Iran, every sensible person anticipates that there will be price increase. Every sensible consumer and trader, for that matter, suspects or imagines that there will be a price increase. So this triggers two actions on the part of consumers and on the part of business persons. On the part of consumers, Honorable Chair, it triggers panic buying. And that is what was evident in the weekend that has just passed, and previously in the weekend of Easter. It triggers panic buying. Some consumers, of course innocently, fearing that there will be shortages, so they fill their tanks, and that has a compounding effect. If you find a big number, a large number of vehicle owners filling their tanks, it has got a compounding effect. But it also triggers an action by the retailers and the OMCs. It is common sense. It is common sense, and the Honorable Barungu can tell you this. It is common sense that if you are a trader of petroleum products and you know for sure that EPRA will announce its new prices on Tuesday, tomorrow, and you anticipate, rightfully or wrongfully, that there will be price increase, then there is a tendency, there is a motivation to hoard so that you sell at the higher price. And that is what we are mitigating by this ruthless crackdown by EPRA. EPRA has embarked on a serious, ruthless crackdown on entities, on filling stations, on companies engaging in these immoral and illegal activities. And we shall not stop at just sending them show cause letters. We have agreed with EPRA that very severe action in accordance with the law will be taken.
Waido kanyo ni kwetha mago mag wakeini mabende luongore ni nyinam ka achiel kod oganda moko mabende wuok e gwenge mag nam chumi kocha owuok oko kendo sani to koro gidok ne jagoro mano mabende ongirore migawo mar arita moluor Raymond Omolo ka e gino mabende giwacho ni sani to koro chal ka gima jotelo moko e pacho kae gete gi wechego mago mag siasa. Kane otelnegi koda MCA mano ma ogwela Lydia Akoth negi chayo jaod bura Babu Owino mano mabende wacho ni osewuok oko mar mondo mi onjaw nying moluor Raymond Omolo kendo negi kwayo moluor Babu Owino mar mondo mi otemo go siasa manyalo kelo dongruok e pacho kae.
Kitu imefanya tukutane hapa pamoja ni kukuja kukashifu viongozi wetu kutoka Luo Nyanza na wale baadhi yao kutoka Nairobi County. Kama siku ya jana na juzi tumeona Babu Owino ameshinda kila wakati kuita jina ya Raymond Omolo, na tunajua vizuri anatumika na wale watu wa opposition kuchafua ground ya watu wa Jaluo kutoka kwetu nyumbani. Na tunaambia Babu Owino, wewe ni kijana yetu, na tunakuambia angalia mbele na uangalie kiti yako, kwa sababu Raymond Omolo hajataka kusimama kiti yeyote Nairobi County. Hajataka kucompete na wewe kwa kiti yako ya governor ambao unataka. Tunasema wachana na PS Raymond Omolo. Na utoe jina ya PS Omolo kwa mdomo yako. Hii mambo yako kuattack PS kila wakati hatutakubali. Na tulisema kama wamama wako, kama sisters wako, lazima tukukataze, lazima tukuambie ukweli. Kama unataka kiti ya Nairobi County, wachana na PS Raymond Omolo. PS hajasema anataka hata kiti yoyote. Hataki hata kukua kingpin yako. Na kama atakuwa kingpin ya Luo Nyanza, ni sisi wenyewe kama wananchi, kama Wajaluo ndio tutaamua. Lakini kwa saa hii wachana na PS Raymond Omolo afanye kazi yake. Tuliona juzi hata wajumbe wetu walikuwa wana attack PS Raymond Omolo. Na huyo Omolo amefanya kazi mingi sana huko nyumbani. Sasa sisi kama wamama tumeamua kusimama na yeye. Na tunasema sisi kama wamama, amesimama na wajane, amesimama na wale watoto ambao hawana hata school fees, amesaidia wamama nyumbani. Omolo ndio kila kitu yetu, ambao hatutakubali ati mtu kama Babu Owino ambao hajajiri hata mtoto moja kutoka Luo Nyanza ati anakuja kupiga PS Raymond Omolo.
Toka podora ngoma na weche makamago General Markala TV wedo kanyo ni moko kuom jotelo mago mabende wuok imbo mar piny Kenya odokne jagoro mongirore emigao mararita Dr. Raymond Omolo ewiseyo mago mabende ibiwo kuome kod jotelo go mago mabende kwedo piny owacho ma bende dwaro mar mondo mi ogwe tao kendo owe lemono kagitwak Likuyani county no mano ma Kakamega. Jotelo go kanyo mabende ne otingo gavana ma Kakamega Ayub Savula ne gidokne jagoro Raymond Omolo kama bende ne gikwayo jotelo mago mabende kwedo piny owacho mar mondo mi gimiye thuolo oti moloyo to gie sani mano mabende piny Kenya ikore ne yiero maduong' ma itimo higa mano manyien.
Fanya kazi na Rais William Samoei Ruto. Sinamna hiyo? Na yeye Ruto pamoja na aliyekuwa kinara wangu Raila Amolo Odinga tulikubaliana tuingie kitu inaitwa broad based. Sinamna hiyo? Sasa ile chama mbili ambayo inafaa hapa Likuyani inuke juu, ya kwanza ni ODM, ya pili ni UDA. Sinamna hiyo? Na hapa kwa UDA na ODM lazima tunapima. Namna hiyo. Tukiona pahali iko unaruka line mingi ndio ufikie mkubwa, unaenda ile unafikia mkubwa wapi? Haraka. Si namna hiyo. Wale watu wataamua. Nimesikia Mira ananialika hapo kwa UDA. Wale watu wataamua kama mimi nikuje nisimame na UDA ni nyinyi. Si namna hiyo. Kama mtaingia mashinani na mfanye kazi, muuze jina ya chama ikubalike, mimi nenda tuongee na watu ya ODM tuwaambie, unajua huku sisi ndio mashemeji wa rais, wachia sisi hapa Likuyani. Si namna hiyo? Lakini mkienda mulale watu ya ODM pia wapige vizuri. Mimi naambia Savula, unajua wewe umeingia UDA kabisa, lakini sasa tumepima hapa hii watu yako ya grassroots wakufanya kazi mzuri, wacha mimi niende wapi? ODM, si ndio? Sisi ndio mtaamua. Nyinyi ndio mtaamua. Si mimi nawapea support yote. Sasa nyinyi muingie mashinani mkanyage kabisa, nikipita tu nasikia ni UDA kila kwa. Nikisikia hiyo si mimi pia naingia hapo. Si namna hiyo. Wengine wanaanza kulaumu PS ate Omolo. Ati PS Omolo organize groups wamenipiga. Sasa PS anatokea wapi kwa maneno yako? Huyo Omolo aachie tu afanye kazi yake. Sivyo? PS afanye kazi yake, wanasiasa wafanye kazi yao. Ukina Kalonzo wanalaumu PS Omolo. PS is just coordinating national security, matters of national security. Wewe Kalonzo tafuta kura yako, wacha PS naye afanye kazi yake. Sivyo hivyo? Ama nyinyi mnataka namna gani? Sisi tutasema tuna PS Omolo afanye kazi yake, because we want a peaceful general election. We only remaining with 1 year, 4 months to the general election. Hatutaki mchafuko ya magoons nini. Taka government maintain law and order through apparatus of security.
Warango weche moko January mar kalatvlive kama bende wedo kanyo ne jaod bura mano mama kwene Susan Kiamba oseyo piny owacho mano mamalo ewi mano mabende ne otimore e chiengeso e kar chung'od bura mano ma Kikuyu kama bende kweth mago bila mane omanore kod gige lweny mager ne jomonjo apisaz ne jomonjo kata ne jomonjo josiasa mago mabende ne obedo kod romo kod jopinya kama bende kweth njore moro te ne monjo jopinya kaachiel kod ketho mwandu mago mopogore ne oseyo tim makamano kama bende ne wacho ni ji ok nyal dak ka jotuecha e pinygi giwegi ne oloso kama.
One of the members of alternative government in this particular country, united opposition, through the Wiper Party, I wish to condemn in the strongest terms the kind of behavior we saw yesterday in Kikuyu. It was a barbaric act against the constitution and the abuse of the Kenyan person. I want to condemn in the strongest terms anybody who is involved in those goonism for this country. You stop it, or we make you stop it as Kenyans. That's the only option. We are requesting you, anybody, and we are talking to the Minister of Interior, to Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, and anybody else who may have been involved in that mayor. This is unacceptable against the Kenyan Constitution, against human rights, and against human dignity. I think this country, this time, cannot sink that low. We cannot allow Kenya in this century sink that low. I looked at what was happening. I've been in South Sudan during the war, and that is the image I saw. So I wish to condemn that very seriously. And I want to tell Wechemanyien, if you cannot manage the interior docket, kindly resign. We cannot accept impunity. We cannot accept impunity.
Dakika ena parko dauchiel manotok sachiel yana mondo miagamo yake kidhi mabor bang' kinde machoka duogo kae kod weche mamoko mathoth.
Be in jalno mamanyo gige gedo motegno, mabeyo, mabudho, kendo maopodhi? Chom mana Gomikos Company Limited man kod mwandu mag gedo kama oting'o renge kaka Crown, Basco, Duracot kod Sadolin. Bende wan kod renge mag exterior kod interior makoth okethi, roof coatings kod wood finishes. Wanyalo kelo ni simiti modhuro kata mathoth ka idwaro. Masonry, reinforcement materials, gi professional project support and consultancy. Wayudore opposite Regnal Petrol Nyamasaria, Machiegni kod County Concrete. Tudri kodwa e namba simu magin 07 14 49 56 74 0714 495674 kata 07 28 66 38 55 0728663855. Gomikos Company Limited, your trusted building partner.
Tok bedo kod odiochieng' marabora e sikunde ka iduogo pacho, yud thuolo mar kweyo pachi kendo bedo gi mor e chenro mar Bang School. Chenro mar Bang School chakore sa 10:30 mamidhiambo nyaka sa 11 mamidhiambo. Kama inene katun mamori, ipuonjori weche mathoth, ibedo kod mor gi nyiero motimo Cathedral. Kik bai, Bang School, chenro manigi mor lilo ne nyithindo duto. Kala TV, machiegni pacho ma e odwa.
I can't giddy up.
Machiegni Pacho ma eodwa wayudo weche manyien mag Machiegni Pacho. Wayudo kanyo ni jalup jakom mano mar duol mar IEBC mano mochung' ne yiero e pacho kae Fahima Arafat okoni duol mar IEBC no ok dwar mar mondo mi orwak siasa e chenro mano mabende gisebedo ka gitayo e pacho kae mano mar ndiko jolut ombulu manyien e pacho kae. Weche gi ne owacho e seche go mabende ne en hola e kaunti no mano mar Tana River kama bende ne omedo ni gidwaro sira kawuok kuom migepe duto te mar mondo mi gichop kare lek margi kata dwaro margi kaka IEBC mano mar ndiko jolut ombulu mathoth e pacho kae. Bende ne ojiwo rowere ka achiel kod oganda mamoko mondo mi owuog oko ondikre kaka jolut ombulu. Weche maket koda magi ne osir kod seneta mano mar Tana River Danson Mungatana.
Tudumishe amani. Bila ya amani hakuna jambo lolote ambalo tutaweza kufanya. Sisi tukiwa kwenye tume tuko hapa kuwafanyia kazi na tunawaambia viongozi wetu wote sahihi ni wakati wa kufanya voter registration. Mwenye ambaye yuko kwenye kiti, mwenye ako na matumaini ya kupigania, sisi kama tume hatutaki siasa kwenye kazi hii yetu, bali tunataka ushirikiano ya kuhakikisha watu wamejiandikisha. Na wakati ukifika, panapo uhai na majaliwa, ikiwa sasa ni rasmi watu kufanya siasa, si kila mmoja atajitetea. Na wewe kama mwananchi ukiwa na kitambulisho chako, hiyo ndio itakuwa ni silaha yako. Kwa hivyo tafadhali dumisha amani na ujiandikishe kama mpigaji kura.
Zaidi ya 50% na kitambulisho lakini hujajiandikisha kura. Na hii ni shida kubwa sana. Kwa sababu si Tana River peke yake. Ukienda Kilifi, ukienda Mombasa County, ukienda Kwale County, ukienda Lamu, ukienda Taita Taveta, namba ya costs ni kubwa kwa wapiga kura. Kwa kuchukua kitambulisho ni kubwa, lakini kwa wapiga kura ni kidogo. Tunataka kuchukua nafasi hii kusema tafadhali nyinyi watu ambao tuko hapa kwetu Tana River, tuonyeshe mfano. Wakati huu pale nyumbani kama mke wako hajajiandikisha, mwambie ajiandikishe. Kama ni bwana wako hajajiandikisha, mwambie ajiandikishe.
Warango weche mamoko kama bende wayudo kanyo ni chenro mago mag thieth ne obedo kod ng'ikruok e od thieth mano ma Kenyatta buore Nairobi kocha bang' ka bende jochiw thieth ne jorem chiwo chenro gi mago mapile ne jotuo mamolo e od thiethno mar mondo mi gikonyre. Kaluwore kod tenlo mano mar od thiethno giyango ni osara mano mag jochiw thiethgo osechul nyaka dweno mano mar adek mar higani mana kaka ne giwinjore kod jochiw thiethgo. Bende ne jochiw thiethgo kane loso kod jofwamb weche ne gilero ni nitiere moko kuom ywak mago ma bende pok ochop kare kendo ok gibido ket tich nyaka chopi obi owinj weche makamago.
We have been engaging the Kenyatta National Hospital management for more than a year now with several issues that are affecting our members. First, from last year, May, we engaged the management raising issues of a return to work formula that was signed in 2017 by Kenyatta National Hospital, Kenya National Government, and the county governments. The return to work formula of 2017 was involving nurses to be increased, nursing service allowance to be increased from 20,000 to 30,000 from 2017. Uniform allowance was to be increased from 10,000 to 25,000. This has not been done up to today.
We come on duty, we sweat, we work tirelessly. We are professionals. We give professional care. Can we be given professional pay? Hapa si tafadhali, hapa ni tupewe haki yetu. We are not demanding much.
What I have done so far with my team and my management is that we have reviewed all the HR instruments of KNH. They are already with Public Service Commission, which are supposed to approve it within the next 2 weeks or so. Once the same is approved, that's what we are going to execute. And we have a deadline that they must be presented to Public Service Commission before 30th. We presented it 2 weeks ago, and most of you participated in those HR instruments. So once those HR instruments are approved by the Public Service Commission, we'll come with them here, we sit down and execute.
Machone en jodbura mano marariada moluor Rafael Tuju sanito woko kendo wacho ni ngimane nitiere kamarach kaluwore kaka piny owacho mar mamalo osebedo ka rako rekode. Kane otwaka owacho ni omenda mago mathoth gin mago mabende ne oselal, kata kamano obila osebedo ka kete ka kod kacha gino mabende wacho ni igete kendo nyiso ni ngimane nitiere kamarach.
We are all our brother's keeper and our sister's keeper. I think the impunity that we're now seeing in this country, everywhere, I think we have a lot of work to do, because if you allow impunity to take root, then that's the end of all of us. Kenyatta International Conference Center, there was a title for it. And you know how much that bought Kenyatta International Conference Center for? 1,200 shillings for the whole of KICC. We have issues with, road reserves, which some people got title deed for. Now, even the title deed they got for my land has been set aside. What are they doing in my compound? They're sitting in my sitting room without my permission. It is just absolute impunity, and Kenyans must rise against this. There are policemen in my Dari business park in Nairobi. The person who wants that land has got the capacity to bring over 100 policemen into my compound. As I'm talking to you now, they are there. Despite court rulings in my favor, they are there. All right? So the first thing is that the current state should never pretend, in case they kill me, because they're the only ones who would want to kill me now, because they want my land, and the only thing standing between them and that land is me. If they want it so desperately that they send over 100 policemen to take it over, the only thing or person standing between them and taking over is me. And with all the instruments they have and all the guns they have, I think I would be stupid not to know that my life is in danger.
Waido kanyo ni piny owacho mano mabusia ne ogoyo kang bang' ka bende rowere mago ma bende romo 933 ka 52 gin mago ma odak kod ng'ol ne osedhi kondo to ka tiegruok e wechego mago ma bende otenore kod wechego mag teknolojia. Sach twak mare gavana mano ma kaunti no Paul Otuma okoni okang' makamano en mano ma bende dhi neno ni midhiero mano mar onge mag tich kind rowere obiro rakruok godo werani gi biro bedo kod lony ka otenre kod wechego mago mag teknolojia manyasani gino ma dhi chiwo negi thuolo mag tije.
That you also graduated from being community digital champions to community digital entrepreneurs. As a county government, we recognize the youth's unemployment. It's not just a social challenge, it is an economic imperative. As the government of Busia, we see digital transformation not as a luxury, but an imperative for inclusive development, global competitiveness, and sustainable progress, guided by the National Digital Master Plan of 2022-2032, the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, and our national ICT policy.
So what we are witnessing here today is an emergence of a new generation of young people who are not only skilled but ready to engage the digital economy in the different sectors or pathways that have been defined here today. Each one of you has come before us and before the county government and before all our partners and stakeholders, stating what you have learned, what you can do, what the skills can do for you, and really just how you can apply them to make money.
Visit a foreign country without a skill and show Google a skill. As we always advocate for skills, ensure that these skills you go more and you acquire them will help you survive, will help set up businesses, will help for those who are working in shops and the number of IT technician, you can add now repairs to boost your income.
As the world is growing global, we cannot also close our eyes to the fact that we need technology. So in Kenya, I remember our history has been very long in terms of growing technologically. From the time we had the cheap phones and then the government ikakuja ikasema kila mtu aende digital, masimu zilizimwa. But when we look back, today we say Kenya, we are way ahead in terms of the use of digital technology.
Gikanyo bende madikela giko marmi weche manyien mag Machiegni Pacho kata kamano tudrikoda komono kanyo sadek abiro duogo ni kod weche go manyien mag ng'end weche. Uriti masani nyinga Neli Achieng' ndine jaloko mara Bella Achieng'.